It takes more than just having a good camera and even knowing how to use that camera to create really good video. Good audio and good lighting are essential as well. And even when you know how to use a camera and you know how to get good shots, it's also really important that the camera's supported so that you can get good steady shots, unless you're shooting something that specifically on purpose everything's shaky for a reason. But mostly that doesn't happen. Mostly we want to see nice steady shots, which again look just a lot more professional, right? So that's what we're going to talk about in this presentation: lighting, audio, and camera support. And we're going to start with audio, and specifically we're going to start by talking about microphones. When we talk about microphones, we're talking basically about the different technologies that mics have and the different types of mics that there are. The different technologies are, well, there's dynamic and there's condenser. Dynamic mics are unpowered mics that are used for things where the source of the audio, the speaker, the singers are going to be right next to the microphone because they don't pick up very far because they're not powered. Condenser mics, on the other hand, are powered, so they don't need to be as close to the speaker or singer's mouth. They pick up a better quality signal because they are powered. We have wired and wireless. The pluses of wired are that you get a really solid signal, you get good quality audio, but the downfalls are that you're dealing with cable, you're dealing with the wire. So that limits you on what you can do, particularly if the talent has the mic with them. They can't do a whole lot. Then wireless is great because it is flexible. You can move. The talent can be away from where the audio is being recorded, whether it be a micro or a camera or some other audio recorder. And so that's a lot more flexible. The downfall of wireless is that it has to be powered. And it's usually powered using 9 volts or AA batteries or some kind of battery. And so when you rely on batteries, you have to make sure you have spares and extras, because even with a little bit of a discharge, wireless microphones can start popping and making other noises. So there are different types of microphones. There's mics inside camera, so internal camera mics. There's something we call a shotgun, which is when the microphone is placed on top of the camera and pointed towards the talent. Then we have a boom, which basically is the same type of microphone as the shotgun, but instead of being on the camera, it's stuck on the end of a boom pole, which is what you see in this image here on the screen. And then we have the lavalier mic, and that's the little mic that clips to people's ties, their shirts, their collars. We often call them tie mics or clip mics. They're really called lavaliers. So those are different types of microphones.